Hey guys, Kurt from Time Machine Transport. So, I had to take the whole entire assembly off. Don't mind my hillbilly workbench. It was one of the old filing cabinets that came out of the thing. I was just adding it to our pile of garbage over there. I literally feel like a freaking hillbilly in this shop right now. My wife's actually on her way out to help me clean it because I am not happy with this mess. But, so, disconnected the ABS sensor super easy. Basically just slides right out. So you just take channel locks and just kind of, or a screwdriver, and just work it back to back, side to side, and she pulls right out if you ever have to take out the ABS sensor. Obviously I'll clean it before I put it back in. Now, so the Kingpin came out really easy. I took that other Kingpin right there. I found a little bar in my tool bucket. Anyways, all I did was I placed the Kingpin on the top, hit it, brought it down about 2 inches or so, not even. Then I took this little bar I had, I don't even know what it's for, and finished it off, and it fell right out of the bottom, which was nice. I see guys beating and beating and beating on them, and I either got very, very lucky. I mean, these Kingpins, when Cody Alexander, I know you watch these videos, and that piece of garbage, Greg Horsfall, we had working in our shop, I know for a fact he didn't do the Kingpins right, and I'll show you. And like I said, I've never done them before, but Greg Horsfall was a lazy piece of garbage. And if he couldn't get something, he just left it, and he just bounced. And said, you know what, I'll just go ahead and do it this way because I can't get it. So these sleeves, there are 2 sleeves, these like copper sleeves right here. Oh, these come in your Kingpin kit. There's 4 of them, 1 for the top, 1 for the bottom. We do have a press, but this thing is so heavy and awkward. It's not like an even, I couldn't get it on there to stay right, so I was like, forget it. I just went ahead and created my hillbilly workbench here. So these sleeves have to go inside here and here, and you have to press them in. You can't just take a hammer and a screwdriver and tap them in because they won't seat right. And they have these little grooves in them, in this hole, to allow grease to go down in here and lube the Kingpin. So this one, I know Greg Horsfall, because he's such a piece of garbage. This is original to the last Kingpins, not the ones that they just did a couple of years ago that weren't done correctly. No offense, Cody, but you guys never did Kingpins, but I never did Kingpins either. So anyways, Greg, because he's a big turd, this sleeve looks nothing like this sleeve, right? And I understand it's copper, but there's no grooves inside there. Now watch when I pop this one out. So I actually lucked out because I couldn't get the press, and I have this this bearing kit that obviously won't fit into these small holes, or these. It obviously is too big to fit in there. So I actually lucked out, and so I used a 1 3/8 inch socket that literally, it fits perfectly in there, and it lines up perfect to the sleeve. So I really lucked out. That would be considered a press because it will apply pressure all the way around the sleeve. So what I did was, you can see where it's coming out of the bottom there, and it wasn't very difficult. I'm very fortunate so far, but I'm gonna shut my mouth. Now, you can see the little dots in there, right? Although, this one looks like this one. But I don't think the sleeves were ever changed in the last Kingpins, but I could be wrong. Cody, if I'm wrong, leave me a comment and say, no, Kurt, you're wrong. We did change them. I don't think they were changed because the sleeves have been the same now from what I've seen on YouTube. These sleeves have been the same for a while, more than a few years. And these sleeves have no holes in them. They have very few divots in them. This has got a hole. It's also got a crease right here that almost kind of like it can expand and contract. But anyways, I would almost guarantee that Greg Horsfall, and Cody, no offense, man, you guys never did Kingpins, but like I said, I've never done them either, but do it right? So, I will almost guarantee that these sleeves weren't done on the last Kingpins, and that's probably why the Kingpin went on the driver's side. I'll see once I get to that area. So now, the next step is, I'm going to clean out the inside here. I have a brake. It's like a cone that I saw a guy use on a video, and he cleaned out the inside of the holes with this like brake cone thing. It's like it has pads on the outside. So they bought one last time we did the Kingpins. So I'm really sorry for the shot, man. This is ridiculous. So anyways, I am going to clean this all up. And I don't know if these need to be lubed up when you put them in. I didn't see anybody lube them up. I might add a little lube, I don't know. I'll just do it the way that they did it and just press them straight in with the 1 3/8" socket. And it looks, like I said, I still have the driver's side completely together so I can reference anything that I might screw up or need to question. I would recommend you guys either take a lot of pictures or leave one side completely assembled and do one side, and then you can go back and look at the other side if you need to. So I got a broken grease fitting. I'm gonna have to change that out. But anyways, so far, knock on wood, so far so good. So I'm going to put you guys on pause, and actually I'll probably just put you guys on pause, and then once I seat them in, I'll let you guys see how they look. And then basically this side is done. I just have to install the Kingpins. So we'll see you on the next one. Okay guys, back. Went ahead and I used that 1 3/8" and I set the sleeves in there. Now there was, so when I set it in there, when I first started it was obviously up here, and what I did was I took this bearing drive or whatever you call it. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic, man. We got a lot of shit, and whatever this is called. Anyways, I went ahead and tapped it down evenly, very slowly, as center as I could possibly get it, and just kind of kept hitting it down till it got obviously flush with that. And then once the sleeve was in there, I took the 1 3/8" and just kept tapping it down in there evenly. You want to bring it down as evenly as possible. Well, there was a little bit of like a ridge, like a little little slivers in there. So I did find this brake cone or whatever it's called, and just basically it can open and close. So it's spring loaded, and I just stuck it down in there like so. and just cleaned up the little slivers in there, and I did both sides. I don't know if that's, I mean, I would have imagined it would obstruct the kingpin to go in there. So it just made sense